Well, I wasn't really going to do nothing today, but I decided I'm going to try to get those three blades off. Those two on the end, those two, the ones that are broken. And on the other side, in the back, on the inside, there's a broken blade there too that I should be able to get off. If I can get the nuts off on the ends, I can get the blades off. Yeah, I'm going to see what. And it's in the shade right now, so and it's not too hot yet. So I'm going to get working on it. Look what I found behind the truck. One of the kittens. I don't think the swallows like to having these many cats in here. I guess once they found out this area, I guess they're going to explore it more, aren't you? Swallows are swarming today. I think I scared them out of here. Yeah. They sure are active today. I'm just guessing that they're still laying eggs up here. I don't know how long it takes them to raise babies. Oh, look who's here. I think that's why they're all excited. There's kittens are hanging around here, and they don't like it. They keep zooming in here. Nobody's come in now since the cats are in here. But they're still swarming around outside. Well, I gotta get work to do. I think I'll work on the two front ones first. I got a wrench. That's the biggest wrench I got. Crescent wrench, and I got some oil. Got some penetrating oil too, but I think the first thing I gotta do is get that mud off of there. I'll get the hose and a wire brush. See what I can do first. I think I'll clean all the nuts up. This one, the one on the other side, and one on the inside over there. The cats are following me around now. There's three of them. Mama cat's not here. I don't know where the fourth one is. I'm sure it's snooping around somewhere. Yeah, I can't let them bother me. My cat showed up with two babies, and the other two are over there. I think they're afraid of the swallows. I think when they come out here, the swallows swipe down on them. There's only a couple here. The rest are flying around somewhere. Not around here though. Well, I'm not getting much done here. I gathered some more tools though. I got me a wire brush. I got an old pipe wrench. I got a new pipe wrench, but I'm going to use this old one. Old pipe wrench for an old disc. How about that? Yeah. And I got a wire brush and hammer and some gloves. Okay, let's see what it gets. I need some water now. Oh, you going to help me? Or just get in my way? Going to bring your babies with you? I don't think you're going to be much help to me. I got the hose. Now the cats are underneath the disc and on top. They're playing with each other. Anyway, I got sun's on that side, so I'll work in the shade over here. I'm going to hose this one off, then the other side, and then the one underneath there. Yeah, the one in there by that cat. Those are the three easiest ones. There's a busted one there, but I don't want to be taking the whole thing apart because that bearing's got to come off and all that stuff, and I don't want to get in that. But the end ones are easier, or should be. So let's see what I can do. Let's get the mud off of there first, if I can. Oh, that one's cleaned off. We'll do the other side. Well, this one's not very muddy. Should be easier. That wasn't hard to do. There wasn't much on there. I got one more. One inside. This one's going to be a little bit harder to get to, but after I do the two front ones, I'll lower that down, because it will drop all the way to the ground, and I'll put some kind of weight on it to hold it down. So when I work on this one, yeah, and I'll have a brace too for it, a board or something underneath it, so it don't fall back down on me. But first thing let's see if I can clean it up with some water and wire brush. No, I can't let you in here today. Yeah. Well, right now I can't spin it because it's laying on a board over there, underneath there. So it looks pretty clean, but I am going to oil it up a little bit with some penetrating oil, WD. They want to come in here, don't they? Yeah, I'm busy. I ain't got time to let you in here. What are you doing? Playing with a rock. Okay, you'll go somewhere else to eat. I'm working on that disc over there. But I'm going to use it again after I get new blades on it. I think I'll get a chair to sit on while I'm working on that, at least on the front ones. At least there's a little breeze. That's good, and I'm still in the shade for a little while. I've had this chair and another chair. Can't remember where the other one is. Oh yeah, it's over by the car on the other side. I've had these metal chairs, I don't know how long. It's, probably since before I had the house. Probably early 80s. Or maybe after I got the house, I don't know. Cat'll give up. Okay, at least I got a place to sit. This is the little birds. Yeah. Okay. Nice breeze. I gotta get some penetrating oil on this thing. Let's see what I can do. See how hard it's going to be to... Oh, I just realized something. There's some kind of tab here. Do I have to bend them up? I guess I gotta bend them up. Yeah. They're like a shim. There. There's a washer there. I guess I'll get the chisel and pry them up in the hammer. I didn't even know how these were put on. I used to help my dad when I was a kid. Sometimes he would change all the blades. But I think I don't know if I worked on this one. I think I worked on this new disc. My brother's got it in his shed now. Yeah, that's, I need some more tools. See what I can do with the hammer and chisel. If I can bend them tabs up. I got it that far up with the chisel, but now I have to use the hammer to straighten them up even more. Yeah. I guess those are bent over so the nut doesn't turn and this blade falls off. I guess that's why it's bent like that. Anyway, let's put the wrench on it and see what I can do. Get that off. Well, there's a slight problem. Pretty sure by the threads, the nut comes off this way, counterclockwise. But when I put the wrench on, there's nothing to hold it. So I got to figure out how to keep this from turning Oh wait, I can use this back thing, yeah, as a counter. I'll put the pipe wrench on there because I don't think my wrench is big enough for that. I'll use my crescent wrench for that and pipe wrench for there if it'll fit. That way I can pour it back on that one. Or actually, that wrench will hit up here. The pipe wrench will hit up here. Then I can use, no. Yeah. I'll put the pipe wrench on this big part, if it'll fit. And then as I tighten it this way, it'll slide off. That's hopefully it will work. Well, the pipe wrench fit on the back, and I got it braced here. So all I gotta do is push down on that. And that wrench was just barely big enough. I mean, I only had a couple turns to tighten it up from being all the way open. Yeah, that's at least it fit. Let's see if I can put some pressure on this crescent wrench and get it off without I might have to get a pipe extension for more leverage, but I'll see what I can do with just the wrench. That wouldn't budge with just the wrench, so I got me a pipe. I think that's the longest pipe I got, so I'm gonna have to try to get it off with that. Yeah, I put some more penetrating oil on it, but it's stuck, rusted. That didn't work. I even tried to chisel on it to get it to budge. It won't budge. I'm gonna. I think I'll get the other through pipe. I don't know if it'll fit on that one though, but I'm gonna try. I got a longer pipe. I don't want to break the wrench though, but see what I can do. I think I'm going to break something. I got my other pipe wrench on my newer one. I think something's going to break. I got the long pipe. I couldn't get the long pipe fitting over the crescent wrench. Yeah, I don't know how strong that pipe wrench is. I'd hate to break them. Probably the only way to get it off is to I don't know how. Well, I haven't tried the pipe yet. I just got it on there. I'll put a little pressure on it, see if it breaks loose. I know on YouTube people use a torch to heat it up, break the rust, I guess. But I don't have none of those. I could light a fire underneath it. What else? What do I have that will heat it up? I don't have nothing. Hot water. I could use some hot water. Now, maybe I'll try that if I can't get this loose. With a little more pressure. Yeah, I sure don't want to break my wrenches. That old one I think would break before this one would. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm putting pressure on this one though. Ah, boy. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. I don't think I can get it off. I got lots of pressure on it. Yeah, I'm afraid that wrench is going to break. I should use two hands, but I don't know. Yeah, something's going to break. I gotta think of something else. Soak it in penetrating fluid, lubricant, penetrating lubricant, WD. Maybe it has to soak for a while. So I'll try that. I'm in the sun anyway. Maybe I'll wait until the shade moves over here. It's over there now. Maybe I'll try the other one. Maybe it'll come loose. I'll try them all. Yeah. Got my hammer and chisel. I need to bend this back. straighten it up first. Bent up, put some more lubricating oil on it. Then I'll try to take it off. I have to do it the other way. I have to brace it from this side as the nut turns this way, counterclockwise. The threads on this side don't seem as rusted as the other side. At least the threads that are sticking out anyway. Let's put the pipe on and see what I can do. Long pipe. I'm not sure about this. I think I need to find a new strategy. Oh, not too hard. Yeah. I put a little pressure on it and it came right off. I said that this one's not as rusty as the other side. Well, let's see. I'll get that one off anyway. Let's finish the job. See how hard it is. Well, one hand. So far. I need some containers for these objects. Right now, I just put them up here. Let's go get a container first. I don't want to lose nothing. Get them off. I just gotta get. Oh, I got another nut to take off. I forgot about that one. Oh, how am I gonna do that? Anyway, these chicken salad containers, I used to throw them away. I decided to start keeping them because they make good things to hold stuff. Yeah. I'll put this one in. I got another one for the other side and another one for the back. But first, now I got to get that nut off. I guess I got to use the pipe wrenches again. Oh, that little hub thing, I thought it unscrewed, but I tried using two pipe wrenches on it. One back there and one here, but even with the pipe, it wouldn't budge. And then I took a closer look at it. Now from this end, it's a square. It just slides on. I took a chisel to break it loose, and I finally got it loose. Now I just got to get it off the rest of the way. Yeah, you can see the square hole there. Well, but I got it off. Yeah, that's got a square hole too. I'm going to clean all these up, shine them up real good before I put everything back on. First I got to go get a blade, but I want to get the other blades off first before I do anything, before I go to town and look for some. I'll put this block in there, that way that'll be contained. Well, that's one down. Let me go try the other side again. The one that was stuck. One down. I'll clean these up some other time once I get a new blade for it. Okay, let's move to the other side and try that one again. Tip it first, you don't succeed. Try again. I'm going to try it again. Try it again, it's still stuck. I don't know what else to do with it. Threads are a little bit more rusted. Probably rusted even more inside. I don't know what to do. Keep prying on it. I just don't want to break nothing. I sure wish this one were released like the other one did. I had to do this one-handed, but I don't want to break it. I don't want to break the pipe wrenches. They're not cheap. Oh, wait! Something just gave. Oh, yeah! Gets that extra penetrating oil. Helps. Yeah, that's more like it. I think I can get it now. Let me take a new bite. Another bite with the pipe wrench, the red one. And I can use the shorter pipe now since it's loose. Well, I thought I could. Yep. But I use two hands, I can't. Still stiff. You gotta give it some more penetrating oil. I could watch the neighbor build that shed. He's got that vapor barrier wrap around two sides now. Don't know about the back side. I know he had the roof on first before he did anything. Yeah, he had a roof on, so I guess so they could work inside in this without the sun hitting them. Anyway, back to my work. Another bite. It goes. I'm going to use two hands so I can get this thing done. It's at the point now where I can sit down. Take a load off my back. And I think I can get the rest of it without the pipe. Let's find out. No, maybe not. No, yeah, I got it. Two hands would be better. I'm getting there. Let's see. Nope, need a wrench. I think now I can get it. I need something. Yeah, I think that's going to be hard to get off too. Just like the other side. Okay, I get a chisel and yeah, it's not. It just comes out, but it's so rusty. I got to oil it up. I might need another can of penetrating oil though. Running low. I should have enough to get this one off. Yeah, get some in there, and because the shaft is all, square shaft is all rusted. Yeah. And I put it back on, I'm going to make sure I can put a bunch of anti-seize compound on it. Yeah. And or grease, just to keep it from rusting, in case I need to take them off again. Well, let's take that one off now. I only hit the chisel in one spot and it already came loose. It's a lot easier to take off. This one's easier to take off than the other side, but I got to flip it around. Loosen that side up now. I'm getting there. Okay, it's off. I got one more over there to do, but I got to raise the back end up first, so and prop it up so it won't. Yeah, I'd like to get that one off because it's just going to bust some more. Yeah, but and there's another one over here. There, yeah, right there, right there. Yeah, yeah. But I don't want to take them all apart just for those two. I'll just leave them. I just want to get these outside ones and that one in there. Done. Okay. Let's finish this. I'm not sure what that piece was on there for. It looks like it's designed to go on because it's got a square hole. Huh. It almost looks like a piece of an old this blade, but maybe not. Anyway, I'm gonna put everything back on the way it came off, so that's not a problem. So the other side didn't have one like that. At least I don't think it did. I can take this blade in and get two blades, one from this side and one there, because this shows the exact size I need. And I'll get one from the other side too. Okay, so this one's done. Let's see what I can do with that one. Under there. One more view. I'm glad I got these two off. I'm thinking I should raise that up. But that'll be more dangerous. Maybe I can just work underneath there. I'll get something to lay on. I got an old rug. Yeah, the one I used in the back of the truck. Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid if I raise it up and the brace that I prop it up with gets locked down, I'll be in trouble. So I'll just work on it the way it is first. See if that'll work. These two kittens found a nice place to sleep. There was a third one here that ran off somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. I'm working on that desk finally. I got the two front ones done. Now I got to work on the back. I got my rug out of the... What's coming? Here's the neighbor. Yeah, I think I can work under there. Getting the pipe wrench on it, that's another story. Yeah, that's another story. Let's see. I gotta take a little break though. I'm hot. I feel like I'm all greasy, sweaty. It's a nice breeze though, but I gotta get something to drink anyway. Yeah, I can wait. I'm in the shade for a while, so I'll be okay. I got the end ones off. That's more than half the battle. Yeah, if I think I need to raise it up, I can just lower that down, put a weight on it, and brace them things. Brace it up both sides so don't fall. One step at a time. Let me go in the house, cool off in the air conditioning, and get something to drink, maybe something to eat. It's probably close to 11 o'clock right now. I need a break anyway. The two that I took off already, and I'm going to leave them here so they're out of my way and safe. So I need to take the big one to the town and buy a new one if I can find some place that sells them. These two are really relaxed. Huh? I don't know where the other two are, but I'm sure they're somewhere doing the same thing, lounging around in the heat. In the shade though. Hey birds, I'm in your way again. Yeah, I'll come back to that after I have a little rest, eat and drink a little bit, mostly just to cool off. It's around 88 degrees on this side of the house. I don't have a thermometer on the other side. Maybe I should start putting one there because it feels a lot cooler where the cat's on the front of the tractor. Felt a lot cooler probably because it's been in the shade most of the morning. But here, this has been in the sun most of the morning. Yeah. All morning, should I say. All morning. So it seems like it's warmer on this side. Yeah, they're smart. They're in the shade. There's probably some under the tree in the water over there. But I see two of them over there. a bull and one of the cows, I think. And the cats haven't eaten much of their cat food today, but they don't seem to be hungry. Yeah, I gotta do some more work in the garden. Gotta get that grass clippings out of the barn with the wheelbarrow and spread it here. But I'll work on that some other time. Not today. Although the lemongrass is growing big, it's starting to spread out. It sends up new shoots from the outside. I think it's from the outside. The bunch will keep getting wider over time. Yeah. It's only 11 o'clock right now. I think it felt hotter outside because I was inside that air-conditioned house for a few minutes before I went out to check the temperature. Yeah, it felt warmer because of the air conditioning. Oh, it's in the 90s. Yeah, I took a long break today. Now it's hotter than it was this morning. Well, I've got to finish that work on that disc, so it's around 93 or 4. It's a hot one today. Yeah, it's warm now. Yeah, it's around 3 o'clock now. Had like a 4-hour break. Mama cat, she's still hanging around here. Still got a little shade, so I got the 2 front ones done off. So now I'm going to see if I can get that bottom blade off in the back, in the center, without raising that disc up in the back. Who's this? Yeah, I see that Jeep go by a lot. Yeah, I got that one off. That was the hardest one to get off. I tried to get that one off first, couldn't do it, so I got the other one off. It was easier. Then I came back to this one, and finally I got it off. It looks like they got some black paper up, something black on the side of the shed that they're building over there. They're making progress. Anyway, I got work to do here. I'm gonna crawl under there to see what I can do. Yeah, that side's off too. Yeah, before I put any new blades back on, I'll clean everything up. Get it shined up. Take as much rust off as I can. Well, I still got another blade to take off in the middle. Well, see, this one's got a broken one too, but I forgot where it is. I know it's got one. Oh, right there. Yeah. But I ain't gonna I'd have to take the whole thing apart, and I don't want to do that. I just noticed something. I think I already knew it before, but this disc can be adjusted with those 3 holes. It'll change the angle. Right now it's the least angled on that hole, the way the blades are this way. But if I moved it back, it would change the angle from here to like that, which would dig more. But this worked pretty good. Yeah. Same thing on the front too. I could angle the blades more if I wanted to, but it's been set like this ever since I can remember. That's the way Dad had it set. Yeah. And my grandfather probably used this disc too. Oh, this was designed for hydraulics, so I don't know if it, probably not my grandfather. Yeah. Although they used to have an old disc, I remember using it. It didn't have hydraulics. It had a lever and a slide somewhere in the middle. It had a slide, so you pull up a pin with a string on the tractor. I think it was actually designed for horses, but you pull a string, and that string would pull up a lever or a thing here, and then there was a slide in there, and you would back the tongue up or down to set the pitch of these, or angle of these the blades on that old disc. And I remember that old disc. I wish I still had that one. I wouldn't need hydraulics then. And then if you pull the pin and pull the tongue straight out, it would straighten up all the blades. It would just go straight. There would be no angle at all. I think that was for when they used horses. But of course, after my dad got in the nursing home because he had Alzheimer's, my youngest brother and my older brother, they were selling all the old equipment. Luckily, I think I was using this one, so they didn't get this one. Yeah, I had some other stuff too that I was using. They weren't able to sell this. They sold a lot of that stuff for scrap iron, and that was one of them. I wish I would have kept that one. I like that one. I don't even think it had tires. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't think it had tires. Yeah, I don't have tires. But anyway, that's nothing important now because I got this. So this one I'm working on. That's just a memory I had when I look at this disc of the old one. At least there's still a breeze, and when the sun goes, or when the cloud covers the sun, it makes it a lot cooler. Yeah, there's the cattle down in the water. I can see their tails flicking sometimes. But I got work to do. It's not easy to get down on the ground as it used to be. Huh, I hear thunder. I hear thunder over there. We'll see. Get this done. I gotta lay down to get in there on my side. On my side, and this way I'm going to record it. I gotta take this tab here and bend it out. But I couldn't get my hands in there good enough to swing the hammer and the chisel. So I lifted this back end up a little bit to spin this blade to get that thing on top when it was bent over. And I was able to, I couldn't get the chisel to do it, but I used the hammer and I hammered it back up. Yeah, where it belongs, so I can take that off. So I guess laying down wasn't going to work. Anyway, I got to put some more penetrating oil on it and see if I can get that off. About the last of my penetrating oil in that can, so if I need some more, I'm going to have to find another can somewhere. I know I got some, I just don't know where I put it. Let's see if I can get that nut off. Okay, let's try it. There's some thunder rumbling over there somewhere. Sounds like it's more in that area to the southwest, but it looks like rain to the west over there. But it sounds like it's pretty far away. Okay, let's put a pipe on it and see what it. I don't know if I can put a pipe on it with this stuff in the way. Boy, I got an idea. Yeah, heard some more thunder over there, and I can tell it's raining over there now. So you can still hear the thunder. That's about the only place I can see it. It's actually raining. And I got this nut loose. Took me a while, but I got it. I just needed the short pipe. I don't have a very good bite of that nut with the crescent wrench, but I got the old pipe wrench on there to hold it so it won't spin. So that works. I just got to get another bite up there and keep taking it off. Wind's coming from that direction. Sun must be up there somewhere. Where is it?
Must be up there somewhere because I can see the sun shining on those clouds. Yeah, bright. It's bright. Yeah, look at that thing. Look at that. Looks like a mushroom. That's a tall thunderhead there. Yeah. It's shooting right up. When they say warm air rises, it must be a lot of warm air going up. Anyway, I got some nice clouds. There's one up there too. And another one up there. A lot of big thunderheads over here. That's what's causing that rain, I guess, over that way. Yeah. The sun's up there. I think it's over here. Yeah, I think the sun's over here somewhere. Just the way the shadows are on the clouds. Yeah. So, yeah, it's coming out now, which means it's going to get hot. Hotter. Anyway, I got a little relief here. Yeah, here it comes. You can see it shining on those trees back there. It's shining here now too. Oh, here's a shadow coming over me, but it's going to go away and leave me with sunshine again. Here comes the sunshine, right here, which means sun's bright up there. It's going to be more of it. Anyway, clouds are still building, I think. But there's some rain. I can see the rain coming down. Let me get back to work. Did I just see a lightning? Or is that a bug? I thought I saw a lightning over there somewhere. Hard to tell. Oh, blue skies over here though. Well, actually there's blue skies here too. Yeah. Oh, that cloud lost its poof. See that cloud there? That used to be over here. Look how high that bird is. Way up there. Way up there. He's in front of a cloud. Man, he's up high. I've never seen him that high before. He must have a nice thermal up there. He's riding the thermal. He's over here. Anyway, I gotta get some work done in case it does rain here. I think this is coming to me. I think it's the wind's blowing in from that direction. So, or maybe no, blowing in from that direction. I hear the thunder over there. Now, I better get going. Sun's bright. Storm giving somebody some rain, and I'm going to get this nut off. Yeah, I got the nut loose. Just have to take it off, and then I got to get that other stuff off too. Now I got the outside nut off. Now I got to get the big thing off. Yeah, this one don't have as many washers or spacers as the front ones did. Probably because these blades might be a little thicker. Well, let's see if I can get that off. I'll need a chisel and hammer for that. Yeah, it's hard to get in there. There's not much room. Yeah, there's something moving around over there. I'm not sure, but I think this rain's coming to me, but I don't know if I'm going to get any. Sun's behind the clouds again. It's really booming over there, but I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing that would make sound of thunder over there. That's where it's coming from. Unless it's coming from there, and I'm just hearing it different. Look at that sunbeam shining through that hole. Yeah, there's rain right there. I think. Yeah, maybe the thunder's coming from back there. sounds like it's over there. It don't look like there's anything there that connects under. But this is getting closer. Feels cooler. Look at that. Look at them clouds hanging down. My work has slowed down. Yeah. This is coming this way, so I better get moving. I had to touch it and it came off. Oh, thunder's getting louder because I think it's getting closer. Let's take that off. I do now take the blade off. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I think I'm done here. Now it can rain if it wants to. Put these tools away first. Okay, stop. Wind picked up. I gotta put these tools away before it rains. That pipe, that big long pipe, I don't need them anymore. I don't know if I'm actually going to get any rain though. But you never know. Well, at least it cooled off. Feels good. The wind's blowing more now too. Oh yeah, that feels good. Yeah, now that cools off after I'm done. There. Yeah, it's pretty hot here. Wow. Yeah, there's rain in there. I don't know about there. Rain around the area here. I gotta get this stuff put away. Okay, let's do that. It started to rain. I'm gonna get going. I got some more tools to put away. Just a few drops. It's nothing heavy. I got the blades off and I got the tools put away. I'll leave them pipes there. I might need them when I put the nuts back on. But I don't think I want to make them that tight. Yeah, I didn't get no rain. I mean, I got a few drops. Didn't amount to nothing. Barely wetted the rock under the roof overhang. And oh, look at that cloud. I just seen it. Probably some rain under that one too. Oh, I got the 3 blades off. On each end on the front, there and there, and then the one in the middle on the right, back in there. I just have to get new blades now. I think I'll go to a 40. I don't know what model this is. There's no tag or nothing on it, so I don't know what type of implement this is. But I really don't know. More than likely, it's a case. My dad was in the case when I was growing up. He had one big tractor of as a case, and then I don't know what the numbers are, and then a smaller tractor that was a case. Later on, I think he bought a Alice Chalmers, one of those. Oh, I can't forget the name of it. He also had an Alice Chalmers little round bale. You know, the bales were about the same size as a square bale, small square bale, but they were round. Yeah, I remember them baling those, and then you could pick them up with 2 hands, but you most likely needed a hook on each hand to get them hooks good, and then we drive around and pick them up and throw them on the wagon. Tell you what, those little round bales, they sure don't stack good. They don't stack good at all. There's the kettle over there cooling off. Yeah, I'd say this is a case. I don't know for sure. There's no marking on it or nothing, so. But it's old. Probably older than I am. I remember it when I was growing up. This one had it. I mentioned that the older one than this. The one that was, I think, made for horses. We couldn't drag it on the road or nothing. We could just we could just use it in the field. We could cross the road with it straight across, but you had to. I said there's an adjustment. Instead of a hydraulic, you just had a bar that would slide in and out to set the angle of the blades, push it in and out, and then when you get it to the setting you want, then you just let that lever back down. You could control it from the tractor. But I think it was designed for horses. But my brother sold them. Sold anything they can get their hands on after my dad went into the nursing home. Yeah. Anyway, that's the way it is. Next generation does what they want with it. I still feel a few drops. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I could still use it if I wanted to. I just have to put the nuts back on. But I'm going to get the new blades first. At least I can do that much before I use it again. Yeah, the new blade here, and on the end in the middle there, and a new blade on this side. I think I'll do that tomorrow. I'll take them into. I think I'll take them to the Ford dealer first, because there's no. I think it's Case IH now, but there's that one's in a farther town. But the nearest dealer that to me is in the town I do my other banking and stuff in. Yeah, I've bought stuff from them before. Okay, let's calm down a little bit. I think the chance for rain is over. Yeah, I think. Seems like the cattle are taking a nap. The one's laying up here. The two bulls. Hi, Red. I see two cows down in there. There must be a third one somewhere. I just don't see a third one. Oh, uh-oh. I see a tree that fell on the fence over there. I'm gonna have to go check it out. I'm gonna take a saw with me just in case I gotta saw it off. Might turn the fence off too if I have to get it off the fence. Yeah. I don't know if it's alive or dead. It looks dead. It looks like it hit a willow branch on this side because there's some leaves next to it. I measured the blades. This is the front blade. It's 14.5 inches. The rear blade is around 16. Yeah. And so I'll need two of these, two of the 14.5. Yeah. And then one of the 16. I've got to make sure the square hole is the same size on the. Yeah, I need two of those front ones and one rear one. I know what I need. I just have to see where I can get it. If I can't get it here in town at the Ford dealer, there's an international Case IH, I think it is. There used to be a Case dealership in the town I do my banking in when I was a kid, but they closed down many years ago. Yeah. And if I have to, I can always go to a John Deere dealer. That's the farthest one away. For me, I'll try locally first. Sun's shining again for a little while. Yeah, got that job done. And I just got to get some new blades for it. Three new blades and go from there. I said I still got a broken one in the back on this side, in the middle. And if I'm not mistaken, there's another broken one on here. Yeah, I can see it from here, sort of, on that first one. Yeah. So before there was always one broken blade on each one. One on that one on the rear one, which I just took off. One on the front one on this side. No. one on this side in the middle, and then one on the outside on the other side. And then recently I just broke this one on this side, so that made two on this one there, one here and one there. I'll still have two blades broken on that one there and one there when I'm done with it. Yeah, but I can live with that. I just don't want to mess with taking the whole set off. It's too much work. Because I don't use it that much, and it doesn't have to be exact or perfect. At least the air is cool now. I guess I can go back in and cool off some more. Oh wait, what am I saying here? Yeah, sun's trying to shine through the clouds again. I feel a few drops. Here it comes. Even when the sun's shining, just a few drops. I hear it too on the roof. Let's go check the radar since I'm thinking about it. What you doing under there? Huh? You all by yourself? Where's the rest of your clan? Or tribe? Or pride? Where's the rest of your pride? Huh? You don't know either, huh? 1, 2. One missing. I don't see it down there. Oh, I'm sure it's somewhere. See who's missing. I think the old mama cow. No? Old mama cow's right there. It's the light colored. It's a light brown one. Oh, I'm sure she's somewhere. I'll find her. Oh, that's right. I got to go get a saw. I was going to get a saw and I forgot what I was doing. I'll get a saw and salt, get that tree sawed up. But I'm going to go inside first. I need to rest. Well, there's a few showers around me, but all I got was a few drops. I think it's going to be done. It won't amount to anything. This is at I can't even read it. 3:55, almost 4 p.m. I came back out and I got the saw. I'm headed over there across the pond. Cattle moved. They must be out grazing somewhere. Oh yeah, I hear them down there. Oh, there's a couple cats or kittens. I can smell the cattle, and they hang around here a lot. I can smell them. Smell them. Their odor hangs around. Hey, kitty. I gotta walk over there and go across the dam. Get to that tree that fell on the fence. I still got plenty of cat food. Cattle are out grazing again. Sun's still, I can still feel the heat. And the tree limb is over there, behind that willow tree. I'll go check it out. But first I want to turn the fence off. I feel like the weeds are growing back. Morning glories were popping up again. I need to get some grass clippings on that. Cover up the weeds. I don't need to keep that gate closed. I'm going to open that gate over there. That way they can go in and out wherever they want. Well, they don't need a salt block here. There's the grass clippings I want to... Oh, I forgot about this stuff. This is the switchgrass that I harvested from the hayfield. I just want to see how the cattle would eat it. I'm just letting it dry in here. Yeah, I cut this. This was growing in the ditch bank there by the equipment in the corner. So I wanted to see how it would dry in. I'll feed it to the cattle sometime when I feed them corn. See if they'll want this instead of the corn. Okay. Anyway, this is the grass clippings that I cut in 2024 with my lawnmower when the 3 Highlander cows were up at the big pasture that summer, and I had to cut grass around the house instead of the cattle eating it. Okay. Yeah, that's switchgrass. Punch it up. Smells good. Smells like a straw hat. I know we used to buy them when we were kids. Straw hat. I got a straw hat, but I never wear it. From a long, long time ago. It's just hanging on the wall. Yeah, it's a little mushy in here. That's what I got to do yet. I got to dig a trench because sometimes the water falls there from the gutter. So I need to dig a trench there so that it can get out and this will help dry it up. Same thing over there. I got to dig that out and throw it up on top. Just a little trench for the water can drain out way. Yeah, I'm gonna haul some of this out to the garden. Probably this fall. Yeah, I'm in no hurry. I want this to compost a little bit first. I might have been wrong. There's no tree on that. There's no tree on the fence. I'll still go over there and take a look, see what I saw. Yeah, I saw something. Yeah. There's another salt over there. Yeah. They used to have cattle panels there, or hog panels there. Or I don't know, what did I have? Did I have a cow panel? I think I had a cow panel or a hog panel. I think I had hog panels. One long one here, 16 foot, and then 2 10-footers down there. I think I had them raised up on the post. But I changed them because I needed them for the concrete work I did on the bridge this spring. So it looks like this is keeping them in. I intended to put a couple more posts in there. I just never got around to it. It looks like it's okay. They're not getting out. That's all the cattle I got here. There's a mockingbird hunting something. Eating bugs or something, I guess. I guess that's what they eat. Yeah, he's hunting something down there. Or it. She, it. Yeah. She's down there. Right about there. I see her bobbing her head up. She's hunting something. I see her tail. There she goes. She's got her eye on something there. Oh well. Oh, she's on a post. Oh. A little cooler today. Or right now anyway. It was warm there for a while. What, 93, 94? Yeah, it was cooking. I think it's probably below 90 now. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Seems like the pasture is not as green as it used to be. Yeah, I can see a bunch of Jimson weeds over there. I guess I'm going to disc them up as soon as I get that disc. Did I say dicks? It's disc. Once I get it fixed up, put 3 new blades. Do the weeds at the big pasture, and then I'll touch them up too. I did it once this year already. Since I'm going to do that, I'm going to disc the ridge there. I did it once. I'll do it again. Kind of level that down. It helps keep the weeds down there on that too. I'll still have to spray the ditch though, because the cattle can't eat all the weeds. I'm going to go check out that tree that I thought fell on the fence, but maybe it didn't. At least the weeds aren't growing around this fence. Yeah, I think it's okay all the way around. Yeah, I don't see no tree that fell on the fence. I must have been seeing something. Yeah, there's no tree on the fence. What was I looking at? Pond's pretty shallow, I think. I thought the tree was on the fence right here. Something about that limb there. Let's see if I can pinpoint what I was seeing. I think I was seeing that dead limb there. And I thought it went all the way across. But it didn't. Because I remember seeing this little. Yeah, I saw that dead branch there, and I thought it went all the way across. But it didn't. So, false alarm. Like I said, some of these weeds are immune to my spray. Kills the grass and stuff, though. I ain't going any farther. Let's go back the way I came. Turn the fence back on. No tree. There's a few Jimson weeds here. I think I'll just cut them down with my saw. They're young enough. I can whack them. Yeah, I've got a few cut down. That's on the other side of the fence. I can't reach it. I'll have to cut that from the other side sometime. Not today. Oh, I see some pears. Oh, hopefully the cattle can't reach them. They're hanging low though. Yeah. Oh boy. There's one up there. There's probably some more up there. These are the ones I'm worried about. I bet they could almost reach those. Well, if they're gone, they're gone. They're not. I can't get them. They're not ripe yet. I could try to prop that up with something. Tie it to the fence and prop it up with a board. I might try that. Yeah, you can see the morning glories growing back. I sprayed them before, but now I can't spray them too good. Not without hitting the lemongrass. Oh, I'm hot. I hear But I hear a tree frog somewhere. What is that? Almost looks like there's berries on there. There's just a few small berries. How about that? And this one grew back. Look at that, how much that grew. I can use that for my tea. I think I'll cut a few. And some here. Yeah. Got some of them longer branches too. Take them in the house. See all these long ones? They make good tea leaves. I didn't want to cut them while they were having berries on them, but now I can't. Let's cut a few, take home. Take in the house and dry them. Look how the moss is swirled from them being in the water all the time. I picked a few. There's still some in there, but I can't reach them. The fence is in my way. I need to, before summer's over, I'm going to trim all them off on top of there. Collect the leaves. For now, I got enough. Mulberry leaves are good for tea. I was going to cut that. I'm still going to cut that thing down, and I'll collect some off of there too. There's some nice ones up near the top. Yeah. But this is enough for now. I make tea with a few other plants. Let's see. I got my lemongrass from last year, and the year before I still got some of that too. It never goes bad when it's dry. And then I use sassafras leaves, root when I can get it. What else? Oh, that mint that grows wild around here that the cattle don't eat. Okay, let me take that in the house, hang it up somewhere to dry. I decided to leave them out here. A couple birds are fighting. I decided to leave them out here, let them dry out here. I picked a few leaves off the bottom and I got them in this box. Oh no, I got them in that box. Yeah. Because once these dry, I'm going to tie each bunch up and hang them in. I got a spare room. I can hang them in there. Either that or I can take off the dried leaves and put them in some kind of container. Plastic bags or something. Paper bags would be best. And I got a bunch of those. In the days before we used plastic, we used to shop and get paper bags, brown paper bags all the time. But no more. But I can still use, I got a whole bunch of those. Like I said, I don't throw nothing away unless especially if I think I can use it somewhere. That's why I didn't throw these away. Because I can probably use them, these boxes somewhere, like I am now. Or if I need to lay on something on the ground, this works good too. Anyway, I'll let some of these dry and then I'll make some more tea with them. These are the shorter branches. And that's where I got some leaves at the bottom of that box on the left. And I pulled off the bottom of the stem so I can tie them up after they're dry. Yeah, it cooled off a little bit. I'm still sweating, but it's not quite as hot as it was before. It's after 5 p.m. Sun's still pretty high. I don't think it's going to rain anymore. It didn't really rain anyway. Just had a few raindrops. On to 88. It's just after 5 something. Power just went out for like a second. Came back on and now my computer started back up. It doesn't like to be shut off like that. I'll just wait and see. It's only 7:45. So I'm gonna go outside and see if there's any weather that caused it to go out. I don't know why it would go out like that. Unless there's a storm somewhere where the power stations are. Yeah, it's starting back up again. It'll start flashing white. It was orange before, and now it's white. And then it'll change to blue when it's back up again. It does that when it shuts down. Well, I decided to soak these rusted parts in vinegar. That should take some of the rust off before I put them back on. Then I gotta get blades. I'm gonna go in and get blades tomorrow. Yeah, 2 of those smaller ones and 1 big one for the back. Yeah, I got the 2 big ones in here because I didn't have enough vinegar. I need to buy some more. I always use apple cider vinegar. It takes rust out, I know that. Okay, I got the 2 big nuts here and all the little shims back in there. I'll let them soak for a while. I'll still clean them up after before I put them back on the disc, but this will help loosen the rust a little bit. Well, it's 7:59, or I was just say 8 p.m. now. 8 p.m. I was going to come out anyway, but then the power shut off right before I came out. So I'm just letting the computer restart itself. Hopefully everything will start up okay. It doesn't like to be shut down like that with the power. But it's only for a second, but it's just enough to restart the computer. I'll go see if it's working good when I get back in. Okay, I worked on that thing today. Took some free blades off, and I'm gonna try to find some new ones tomorrow at different dealers. I'll go to the closest one first, and I'll work my way. If I can't find them there, I'll try someplace else. Anyway, that's all for today then. Sun is going down. I don't know what caused the power out to go like that. Maybe there's a storm someplace that interfered with it. A substation or something, who knows? Or maybe somebody hit a pole. I don't know. There's always a reason. It just flickered like for a second. And then it came right back on. Oh boy. You're right in my way. And you too. Oh, that's Mama Cat. Here's the other one. I'm missing one. One. Mama Cat. That one. I'm missing another gray one. I'm sure it's laying around here somewhere. I just don't see it right off the bat. Oh well. Okay. I ain't gonna be looking for a cat. Alright, that's all for today. Well, computer's working okay so far.